The Talmud states that it is forbidden to eat before we feed our animals. And it brings a verse from the second portion of the Shema. V'natati esev b'sadcha lefemtecha, I will place grass in your fields for your animals. And afterwards it says, v'achalta v'savata, and you will eat, referring to the humans, and be satisfied. Now, although there are some opinions that say that this is a biblical prohibition, most halachic authorities say that it is only a rabbinical prohibition. This verse is not an instruction. It's just an inference showing how Hashem provides first for the animals and then gives the green light, so to speak, for humans. There are three reasons given for this rabbinic prohibition. The main simple one is that since our pets are relying on us for food and they can't access it otherwise, so if we don't have a fixed time to feed them, we might forget, and they will cause them pain, which causing deliberate pain to an animal is a biblical prohibition. So therefore the rabbis instituted that before we eat, we need to feed our animals, our pets. Another reason given is that it is an offshoot of the instruction in the Bible, v'halachta b'drachav, that we should follow in God's ways. And the Talmud interprets it just like God is gracious, so we should be gracious. So just like God is compassionate, we should be compassionate. So therefore, when we feed our animals before ourselves, we're going in God's ways and being compassionate. A third reason is given, is sometimes rain and sustenance comes not in the merit of humans, but in the merit of our animals. When human beings are not meritorious, God still provides sustenance and lets rain come down in order to sustain the animals. Now obviously this prohibition only applies to one's own pets. It does not apply to somebody else's pets or any stray animals, because our pets are reliant on us. Now the question is, when does this apply? If we want to have a snack, right? Do we need to feed our animals first, or does it only apply when we are sitting down to a full satisfying meal? So there are opinions that say that even when we have a snack, we have to feed our animals first. When you wake up in the morning, before we have our coffee, we have to feed our animals. Other authorities say, no, this only applies when we're sitting down to a full meal. Only then do we need to feed our pets. How much food do we have to give our pets before we feed ourselves? Well, according to the opinion that says that you can't even have a snack before you feed your pets, so then you can give them a snack before you have your snack. According to those opinions that say that you can't have a full satisfying meal before you feed your pets, then you have to give them a full satisfying meal before you have your full satisfying meal. Now, how often does this apply? There is one opinion that says that it only applies once a day, that you must proceed giving food to your pets before yourself. Others say that it applies every time you eat. You must give your animals first. The third opinion, which seems to be the most practical opinion, is that this only applies when it comes the regular normal time when your pets are fed. Only then must you feed them first before you feed yourself. Some clarify this and quantify this, saying that that is according to the strict letter of the law. But as in going beyond the strict letter of the law, we should feed some food to our pets every time we eat. Now, to be sure, we are allowed to feed our little children that can't access food themselves before we feed our pets. And although we're not obligated to feed stray pets, stray animals, it is obviously an act of kindness to do so. Thank you.